Traders, good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. So this will be just a quick little update video. I'm not going to be able to do another video today, unfortunately. So the situation is, here is the Aussie dollar, and it's been pretty turbulent to say the least. I forgot about the trade last week when it sort of headed towards my stop loss at 74.47. You know, I thought the trade was over. I moved on and I was looking at other opportunities, and now it's actually slowly crept lower, and there's this significant breakdown here to the low of 73.61. So it's interesting to say the least. So it's sort of moved. I mean, that was pretty significant. You know, from the entry to there, it's 33 pips or so. Has had a little bit of rebound. We'll see what it does. I mean, the low here really reacted pretty strongly at 73.45, and that's sort of where, you know, the stock would be moved to break even. It gets down back there again, and we'd see sort of where it wants to go. So in regards to other setups, let's bring up, I think I talked about the USDCAD. I'm just going to sit this very flat. I mean, that's sideways price action, if that was sort of like a textbook definition. Besides this, obviously, I think there was some positive, was positive for the US dollar, some negative Canadian data, but I'm going to sit this again. That thumbs up is where I got out of the trade. I got in here earlier in the month. It was the 19th of June, and it sort of rallied. I moved stop loss to break even. Well, no, just above break even. There we go. So that was the trade, and it closed out on the 25th. So sometimes the trades can last longer than that. You know, my Aussie dollar trade is still sort of going, but you know, re-entries, still not really what I like to do. So I'm obviously in Australia. I'm in Perth here. So the time zone for the main moves is not really during the day for me. So the Asian session is particularly uneventful. On the 1 hour charts, you'd see the ranges are not significant. Although even last night, you know, it wasn't particularly significant either. But that's where the main moves are made, especially in the US dollar pairs. So I don't really like to trade the Asian session, and I won't. So I'll wait till London or the European session to see where things are headed and keep a note of that. And then once the New York session comes in, or even from 8 o'clock at night, my time, because I'm 12 hours in front of New York, then I'll see what's sort of going on. So it's a lot of waiting, but always being aware of things is key. Now, Euro I talked about as well earlier in the week, I think Monday and yesterday, for a buy trade. And no, we haven't. We've seen some just US dollar strength recently. It's been interesting. USD yen, very choppy. Let's go to the pound and see what that's doing as well. This will finish the video off. Stay tuned for Trade Talk tomorrow morning about this time. Connor and I will bring you another episode of Trade Talk, but it easy. A few things sort of going on. I mean, trade-wise, it's not particularly eventful. My June has been considerably better than it was in May. So I'm sort of flat. I think it's like 0.5% on this account. I'm up after what was, you know, 2.5% down. I just got conservative and, you know, tightened the risk management a little bit. So the last month, it's one of these things. I mean, it was a little reckless, and I paid for it when it comes to how many trades I had open at once. It was 3. I had around, you know, 6% open at once, and really, on reflection, that's not how I like to sort of do things. So, but anyway, guys, that is the Aussie dollar trade. I'll finish off. So, ended here on the 19th, bounced very close to the stop loss, back down again. So, I mean, right here is a bit of a snapshot on. I know people like to close their trades out early, but if you practice something on Backtester, link in the description section as well for a discount copy, you've just got to sort of stick with it, to be fair. So, yeah, I mean, and when you place a trade, the whole account really should be money you don't need. So that trade, which represents 1 or 2% of that account you don't need monetarily wise, you really shouldn't care. You should just, it should be a mechanical thing. Like I see the setup, I'm placing the trade. I understand this is a very small amount, but this is how I would trade with $90 million. I really wouldn't care. Like, you shouldn't care. It should just be executing the plan. And I did a whole year last year of the demo trading, the back testing, and now this year as well I'm doing the live trading. It's and it's just small, more to, really it's small just because that's what I was taught to do. So I don't want a big account to start with, just to get more consistent and just to make sure, I've got a handle on things. So, but that's my approach. I'm very conservative with my trading. But anyway, guys, that's it for now. Thank you for watching. Upload. I will try and upload when I get home from work, maybe, which would be around 1:30 to 2 a.m. So middle of the day in America. But we'll see. Anyway, bye for now, guys. Happy trading.